Hello, friends. Oh no. Let's try again. So, yesterday we were preparing to get into New Londo. And we'll try using our sword that bounces off on ghosts. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't, then we'll probably have to use these. Maybe let's try on these two ghosts. We tried them yesterday one by one and it worked. The sword did bounce off though. Well, the question is, will it go through both at the same time or just bounce off the first one? Let's get them more or less together. Okay, it hits both. This is nice. This is interesting. It worked on third try. Not sure if we'll survive this. Oh, they do a lot of damage on NG brass. Okay. And they easily break our poise. Well, I'm not sure if this sword will work. Let's try this attack. Oh, they are very slow because of this bouncing off. And I cannot even block during the bounce of animation. I think we'll switch to our normal weapon. We could also try the spear. Oh, too bad. But we will not be investing 18 in intelligence and faith. Even though in real life investing in intelligence is always good. Okay, let's switch to this probably. And let's try the spear. Where are the others? Though the spear will probably be suboptimal in tight spaces like this. Didn't we have a shortcut somewhere here during our previous playthrough? Oh, here. I think you need to open it, yeah, somewhere else. Let's see. They do really hit hard on New Game Plus. Oh yeah, that was a shortcut. There is one ghost over our head. I think there was at least one underneath us. Yeah. And now we are approaching a very difficult part. At least it was difficult last time. And here we were safe, but there was no way out but the way we came in.
Well, this is a surprise. I get few visitors, save for ghosts. You have the Lord Vessel. Very impressive. I know exactly what your intentions are. You seek the four kings whom I guard over. This is the key to the seal. The four kings slumber in the deepest chamber of the ruins. Use this key to break the seal and open the floodgates. Oh, and do not forget, the dark wraiths reside in a dark void called the Abyss. But the Abyss is no place for ordinary mortals. Although, long ago, the knight Artorias traversed the Abyss. If you can find him and learn from him, the Abyss may prove surmountable.
Look at us, guys. We are wearing Artorias' armor. But last time, this guy, I don't think he noticed we had the Lord Vessel because we didn't have it on us. We already placed it. So it's interesting to see that From Software thought about it and they react slightly differently. Probably there are so many things we haven't seen during our first playthrough.
Hello there. What is it? The key to the seal is now in your hands. I will help you in any way possible.
I remember during our first playthrough when we came here, got rid of the curse we got in... where was it? Light Town? The Great Hollow? It was a long way.
New Londo was sacrificed to contain the Dark Wraiths. Mark my words, the Dark Wraiths are the enemies of man and any living thing that has a soul. They were never meant to roam again.
Don't really need this, but we could just as well buy it because in NG Plus we have more souls. Seems that the prices do not go up.
New Londo was sacrificed to contain the Dark Wraiths. Mark my words, the Dark Wraiths are the enemies of man and any living thing that has a soul. They were never meant to roam again.
So now we need to think what to do next. We got the key to the seal. The seal was, I think, in a tower? Was it over there? It's possible. So we would need to run over there. First we would need to get down without dying. Or can we attack them? Maybe we could. If they stayed closer. So we would need to get downstairs without dying, which is doubtful. Or we could use that homeward bone. But where would be the fun in it? So let's buy some more curses, because we'll probably lose all those souls. This way, we won't need to come back here. And here goes nothing, my friends. There was one here attacking through the wall last time, yeah. That's it. Oh, one of them is shooting. I've never noticed them shooting. Maybe it's the mage ghost. Hey, I think the water will go down now. Which unfortunately doesn't make the ghosts away, as far as I remember. So now we actually need to do a very sad thing again. I've noticed yesterday that we didn't have the ring we need to survive in the abyss, which means we'll have to fight Sif again. It was sad last time. Will be sad again this time, probably. So many of them. Okay, I shouldn't, I know, but I just couldn't stop myself. It almost looked like ESO, so many enemies in one place. But this teleported us out. So now we can teleport to Undead Parish. And run to Sif. And Sif will probably be not only sad, but also much more difficult on NG+. Don't really need this for now. We have so many things we never use. Would be nice to be able to use this one. We don't have any humanoid enemies, so we don't need to parry, really. But we cannot use both. We could probably use the others that we were using when we wanted to go lighter, this one, right? No, still not. It's interesting. So we have Lord Vessel. We have Crest of Artorias, but I think we already used it to open the way to Sif. And now we have Key to the Seal. Key to the Floodgates of New Londo. which seal away the four kings who fell to dark. The sealers flooded New Londo to banish the dark wraith and the four kings. The agonizing decision was made with the realization that countless lives and the robust culture of the city would be lost. The victims now roam the ruins as ghosts. This game has great atmosphere, and this atmosphere is not just graphics and even little details like here. Look at this. But it's also the descriptions. So I think it's very important to read descriptions here in this game. So on NG Plus it's 2 pokes with our upgraded spear. Yeah, so the Great Sword of Artorias hasn't proven very useful for us, unfortunately, because of low intelligence and faith. It seems not to hurt its damage though, that we don't meet the requirement, it's just a bouncing off. Too bad. It's a very nice forest. Oh, he got us.
Is it not so that thou art new? Thou fared well to find me, but cometh thee not for the grave of Sir Artorias? My advice true. Forget this. The legend of Artorias art none but a fabrication. Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say.
So last time, during our first playthrough, we said no. Let's say yes this time. But in a way, the cat is right. As we learned, Artorias is just a legend, and we are really the hero of that legend. We did what the legend says Artorias was able to do. The other hand, traversing the abyss is real, so... But let's just yes this time.
Well, indeed, thou art a strange one. Nevertheless, I feel some liking for thee. I'm Alvina of the Darkroot Wood. I command a clan of hunters who track down defilers of the forest graves. What dost thou say? Wilt thou not join us? Oh, yes, I believe we would suit thee well.
Oh. Let's join them. We didn't see any of this, of course, after we answered no last time.
I am very glad. And now thou art one of us. Let us establish
A new covenant. I think we were in the Princess Covenant, right?
And here taketh this ring.
Cat Covenant.
If thou wearest that ring, it allows for thine summoning. If mine senses reveal intruders, then I will summon thee. Fend them off, sir. I beseech only this. I shall summon others who will, by their honor, work tirelessly with thee. Thou shalt receive great reward, and whatsoever ye shall pillage will be thine own. A true agreement, not so? But thou must heed the golden rule. The clan is thine own family. To thine kinsmen forever stay true. Darest not in any attempt to double-cross. Have no doubt, such wretchedness never will we tolerate. Ah, thou dost cometh. How fares ye? My hopes for thee are of the highest. Do not such a hope shatter with foul disproportion.
Doesn't the cat remind you of something? Cheshire Cat from Peter Pan?
Ah, my...
Okay, nothing new. Let's look at the ring. Cat Covenant Ring. Ring granted to those bound by the Forest Hunter Covenant. Answer Alvina's summoning. The white cat Alvina speaks a human tongue and has lived since the early age of fire. Alvina was a trusted friend of Knight Artorias and the Great Wolf Sif. So Alvina is not a real cat. It's some kind of immortal being manifesting itself as a cat, seems. When we put the ring on, it doesn't say just about summoning. Oh, we don't want to invade anyone. Shall we invade? I wonder now when we join them. Oh, will they attack us? This is a new NPC. And this is a ninja. I wonder. I don't think it will work, but we discovered that it worked with the Daughter of Chaos. No. But that's because the ring is related to the witch. And we hypothesized it was the Witch of Izalith, the only one we heard about so far.
I've heard all about you. I'm Shiva of the East, captain of the brigade. Let's teach you the clan basics now, as there's no time to chat in the midst of fighting. Except there is little in the form of rules, you hear? Fight and hunt as you like. Whoever's fastest gets the prey. That's the way we do it. Only, don't forget what Alvina said. Traitors aren't given a second chance, for any reason. That's about it then. Don't worry. It's a good old time, isn't it? Great to have you with us. Good hunting to you.
Looks like a samurai.
Ah, did you notice that one? Sharp eyes? He is one of the clan from the east, like myself. Always slinking in the shadows. But he is a tough one. You'll see what I mean.
Sounded almost like a threat.
Don't worry now. You'll be called in soon enough. Hunters with patience score the best kills.
If Alvina is a friend of Sif and Artorias, then I think it's a missed opportunity that we are wearing Artorias' armor and she hasn't recognized that. Unless it's because we are not wearing the full armor, but even just the main part should be enough. Let's also get the sword. Okay. Missed opportunity, as I said. This crown we bought yesterday looked much better on Lord Gwyn than on us. Here it just looks ridiculous. Okay, let's go and die to Sif. There was something here last time, I think. An armor, I think. Yeah, but we already have it from previous game. Oh, now we have 2 copies. Not sure if it's a good idea to use this weapon on Sif. Probably OTS 500 would be much better. Last time I basically kept under the boss. So the reach of that will not help us and maybe we'll not even be able to, many of our hits will miss. And it does less damage And now the boss is much more powerful. Shall we switch? So this is slow, this would hit the boss. The poke, not sure if we'll be able to poke. Let's try. I wonder whether Sif will recognize us as last time, because we did Artorias, which then we learned was in the past, before we met Sif. And we actually liberated Sif from the abyss, but now we haven't done it. So I'm not sure if it will be the same or it will be different. Interesting. But I don't have very high hopes for this fight. We'll probably die on NG+. Yeah, it's a very different cutscene. So the previous one was okay, almost died, and now the second, now the third hit. That was very painful, and now we die. Yeah. Let's try with 500 maybe. Oh, this bonfire isn't kindled. Had I known that they would put us in New Game Plus, I didn't even know that there was something like that when we first played, then I would probably have gone to all the bonfires before finishing the game and just kindle them all when it's much easier for you to do that. Okay, let's switch. So we cannot do this. Which means we cannot do this. I think we had a lighter shield with 100% mitigation somewhere. Probably very low stability though. Also, we'll be two-handing 500, so not sure if it makes sense to equip it. Maybe I was wrong. Anyway, let's do style over substance. This looks nice. And we can still parry. Maybe let us also kindle next time after next death. Will they still attack us? But do I know when we join the Covenant? Let's see. Oh.
Ah, thou dost cometh. How fares ye? My hopes for thee are of the highest.
So this is 610. This is 621. And we tested that one-handing costs less stamina. So probably should be one-handing. I suppose using a heavy shield in the spike would make it much easier, but also much less fun. So let's not do that just yet. Let's try this again. This is one-handing. But maybe two-handed attacks do more poise damage. I have no idea, but that would make sense. And this would seem important. But we don't do enough poise damage, so... we get punished. Poor wolf. Maybe it will kill us still. In a way, I almost wanted it to kill us. And yeah, it's so much easier for me with the two-handed sword. Maybe it's because it's so powerful, but maybe it's because I stumbled upon this sword at start and just did most of my playthrough with it, almost all, so I know how to use it. At least I feel it much better than the other weapons. It's maybe not even knowledge, but just instincts. So we killed Sif on New Game Plus, and now we have the ring, Covenant of Artorias, which symbolizes Knight Artorias' covenant with the beasts of the abyss. It's where, like Artorias himself, can traverse the abyss. What was unclear to me was when we first played the game, we heard about Artorias from the Red Wizard, and then we stumbled upon Ulasir, really, and there was Artorias there, so I thought that it was needed before we could progress in the game, but then it turned out to be completely optional. And we had to enter the abyss and kill Manus. I think Manus the father of the abyss, and we didn't have the ring, but back then we didn't have this ring we just got, and still we could survive the abyss. So I'm not sure what I'm missing here. We didn't have this one. And this effect is really nice. Let's see if the cat now says something different or not really. And now when we have the ring, we should probably go back to New Londo and try to defeat 4 kings, which may be harder on New Game Plus. I think last time we used a shield, but then the conclusion was that we need to be more aggressive. Let's speak to the cat.
Ah, thou dost cometh. How fares ye? My hopes for thee are of the highest. Do not such a hope shatter with foul disproportion. Ah, thou dost cometh.
Nothing new.
Don't worry now. You'll be called in soon enough. Hunters with patience score the best kills.
So now we need to get back to the bonfire. We could also get... There was a very large amber in New Londo. So we could get that before trying 4 kings.
Oh, hello. Terrific to see us both in one piece. And pray that you never go hollow.
Oh, we had 124,000 souls, guys. That's a lot. In New Game Plus you get many more, which makes sense because leveling up goes... It's more and more expensive. Shall we keep upgrading this now when we finally started investing in vitality? I think we went through the whole new game without spending anything on it, right? So shall we do this? Or shall we increase our load so that we can wear cooler armor? This would add 3.6. Which means just 0.9 to what we can wear if we want to move fast. Would it help or not really? Maybe we could have Zweihänder with the shield. This way we would have some additional stamina regen. The problem is that when we tested that a few times, sometimes when you are seemingly on point, like 36.9, then sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not, if it's the boundary. It's a tough decision. Let's buy it. Let's gamble. We could also invest in this, but we don't use magic. And if we wanted to start using magic for some reason, we would need to invest in attunement as well. And leveling up is going slowly now on New Game Plus because we are already very high level. And I don't really feel like using magic, so maybe let's do this. And let's see if it works. Oh, it did work. We were lucky. This is why gambling is so addictive, guys. Because it's okay when you lose, but when you win, it actually reinforces this behavior. And now my gambling behaviors are reinforced. Bad. Okay, we need the curses. Again. Let's go. Not sure if we need the very large ember. Also, when we approach the Four Kings, we'll need to switch to something else. Like a shield with high stability and magical defense. 55. This one is quite high, 80, but stability isn't so good. Actually, this one has high magic defense, which is interesting, because we got it as a drop from a Dark Wraith during first playthrough, which is exactly in New Londo. So does it mean that Dark Wraith were fighting against Four Kings? Or not really? But when we use those, then we'll lose we'll use the stamina regeneration bonus. We cannot use this. It comes with 90, but look, you need 50 strength. I remember we used that for Bed of Chaos, but we were two-handing and then we would not be able to do damage here. But this one is good with stability 55. And this one is good, but very low stability, so it's not as good as the other one. And for weapons, I don't think any weapon has 80. Yeah, we could switch to this, maybe. We'll see, I guess, when we get there. We should also get some souls to buy all those cool pieces of armor from the merchant near Firelink Shrine. We have 3 more to buy for, like, from Lord Gwyn, and we have 4 pieces to buy from Ornstein. Well, from the merchant, but you know what I mean. So that was a shortcut, but we don't really need it. So we just use another quote, unquote, shortcut over there, I think, and we jumped over the wall, right? This is what worked last time. It's incredible how well you can remember such details in this game. Probably because of how immersive it is. This is much better than the bouncy sword, don't you think? Bouncy sword of Artorias. That was a dark wraith somewhere here, I think. No? Yes. It was just hiding. Now the problem is that even though I was just saying how great this game reinforces some of our memories, I don't really remember, in detail at least, where I should go. What was the quickest route I found to the Four Kings? There were some enemies here. Oh, and this one was quite annoying, and there were ghosts, exactly. And they got me. And they got me again. So there were 2 inside and some ghosts. And this thing. The ghosts are hiding in walls as usual. And that one I remember was pretty annoying. And we run if we can. And there is still one. There is still one skull there. Also some ghosts around. One more time. Yeah, this wasn't very nice. What does it do? Why are we losing so much health? That ooze wasn't very healthy, I guess. This one is real. I hear ghosts though. Oh, so we are here, guys. Now we need to switch. Oh, right, and we won't be able to use Havel. We need to use the Covenant Ring. And if we want to use this shield, when we are already slow rolling, and if we are already slow rolling, maybe we could actually wear some heavier armor, better against magic damage. Also, I hear enemies around. Let's see. These are better, but extremely heavy, and only slightly better, I think. So this is the best. Extremely heavy though. Do we need to go full Havel for this? But I do think it will be very difficult on New Game Plus. Is there really nothing better and lighter? No, nothing. It seems in this game nothing beats Havel armor. This one is 35. Oh, this one actually beats Havel. Will look really funny in this, but whatever works, right? I really don't have high hopes to beat them quickly on New Game Plus, but we'll see. Okay, so how well it is. Can we roll at all? Oh no. This is terrible. We cannot really do this. I don't know. Even though we didn't use the leg piece from Havel. It's a very interesting look though. Look at this. If we remove this, slightly better. So maybe if we just put something much lighter, but still decent. This? Yeah, maybe let's try this. I don't have high hopes though. Oh, we also have this stuff, I think, we never used. This one. It seems to boost stamina recovery, maybe we should take it. And we also have something which boosts weapon damage with lightning, I think. This one. But if we die, we'll probably just lose it. But let's try it. And we don't need this for now. Not sure which one is faster. Well, which one expires faster. Let us just jump down and die. And use those consumables we never use, so. Where is the boss? Over there. Okay, we die now. That was fast. Now we die. That was fast. And we already had the second one. Yeah, as I said, I'm not very optimistic. This will be a very painful experience. Maybe let's try just dodging. We will not be using this because I will just waste it. Not enough skill to use it. Let's restore our previous armor and see what we can replace. But this is still too much. This is 38. $45. Now we'll probably go Nazgul. What do you think, guys? This seems to have really high magic defense. Assuming I'm right and it's really magic defense. full Nazgul or not. We cannot even wear those gloves. Yeah, I think this is the lightest we can use. And we can still use the shield. Could we upgrade this shield? To increase stability? Oh, not really. We could, but we need Twinkling Titanite, which we don't have, and it's quite expensive. 8,000 at the friendly giant blacksmith. And let's see again. So, no other shield is better. I mean, no other shield we can use, of course. We have so many weapons. This one is actually quite high, but lower stability. And not as high as the other one we found. So Havel is 90, but we cannot use it. This is 80. This is the same. And has better stability. 80 and 80. Probably too heavy for us. Not probably, I'm sure it will be too heavy, but let's see. We can still medium roll. Maybe we could use this. Oh, we could go without the shield. Just keep swinging. Probably not a good idea though, because I don't feel I know the boss's moveset enough, well enough to do it. So if we wanted to reinforce those shields, this doesn't improve stability, just physical damage. This does improve stability. And we can fast roll, but okay, but now when we died, I feel liberated. We can just keep dying. I wonder whether we can just run. I think we can just run towards the boss, right? Look at our fancy glove. Let's try to run. Even if we die a few times, we should be able to practice it well enough. Just be able to ignore enemies and not lose too much health. Also, Estus doesn't seem to be a problem in this fight for me. They will kill me before I run out of Estus, probably, if I don't kill them fast enough. I think it was this way. Oh, the big guy is not here now. Those guys are here though. I think they can still hit you when you are too close to the... Oh no, ghosts are coming. I didn't think about that. Can we quickly change the shield? Where was it? Here. Is it still coming? Maybe we are now safe. Or shall we try the other shield? What do you think, guys? This one? Oh, we got so lucky. And now we have two. And now we possibly die. Let's see. Almost. And now we have two again. That wasn't a good idea, and soon we'll have more enemies. And we died. But it was a better attempt. This shield is quite good. Okay guys, I feel tempted to keep trying, but I think I should park here for now. So thank you for your company and see you soon.